All right, written assignment number 4. This week is going to be your first major presentation this semester. I know it feels like you already had a major presentation with the 50-point get to know you assignment. And I get it. You have those feelings. It feels big. You're having to juggle your words. You're having to juggle the assignment. You're having to juggle what I've asked you to do in order to accumulate the points for the grade that you hope to get. And you also have how you come across with other people, and you have feelings about that, how you look, how you sound. I know it felt like a major presentation, but this one's double that. It's a 100-point assignment. And I hope you really enjoy this. I know it's a struggle for some of you, and I get it. I totally get it, because again, about juggling all of that. Last week, I spent a lot of time walking through the rubric, walking you through a lot of the presentation necessities. We spent a lot of time talking about topics and what are you going to talk about and why will anybody care? And so hopefully most of the work was already done last week. You've already got your sources and you've also already had multiple camera presentations in here. Did you notice what we did? We also talked about your background, your lighting, your sound, how you look. I do the same thing every video. I pause. I turned off the refrigerator because it's very loud. I looked at myself here and I thought, do I own anything besides the same 3 flannel shirts? Apparently not. But I've got my work here, and then I prepared this morning that I'm talking to you about, but then right before I filmed, I went back through it, and this is take number 2 for me because I got to about this point and I flubbed up my words really bad and got frustrated, so just started over. Press reset and did it again. So we've talked about your topics. We've talked about the rubric. We've talked about all of the background stuff and the ways to present through a mediated communication style is what we're doing here, which is electronic media or YouTube videos. Super easy. For this one, written 4, I'm not going to take long on this, and I'm not going to take long over on lecture 6 either, because you got a lot to do this week, and it's important. I want you to not slop these out in 45 minutes and then slam them out and upload them and be unprepared. I want you to work on this. We've talked about it now for a couple weeks. You've done multiple videos. For this, I want you to write out, hence the written assignment number 4, write out your overall skeleton outline of your presentation. You don't have to use outline format. Letter 1, or that Roman numeral 1, indent, A, indent, B. You don't have to do that, but map it out where it looks nice and neat, where we can see a skeleton. Remember, conversational style. You're speaking just like I'm speaking here, so you don't type out complete sentences. Hello, today I want to talk to you about Yeti cups, and I'm going to tell you why Yeti cups are superior to Stanley cups. You don't type all that out. I want to see a plan. This is important. I think before this, before you do this, and before you do your video, and before you finish what you're going to work on for lecture 6, you may want to go back and watch last week's video again. I know not everybody even watched it for the first time. I get it. That's the nature of online learning. A lot of folks don't. But if you want to dig in and get this right, you might go back and look because there's a lot of stuff in there. I went and watched it again this morning twice, just to get my brain around this assignment and make sure that the details are correct. So I want to outline an outline of your presentation. It's conversational, so you don't type out big, giant, complete sentences, but I do want to see all of the rubric in there. So there's a lot in there, so I want to see where you're handling each item. Not the entire rubric, like you're not going to put in there, don't say fillers and you know what I mean. Map it out, and then show us what you got. I think it should be appropriate for a college class and have a nice format to it. It doesn't have to be outline format. And then discuss with 5. So you're just writing out a skeleton of your presentation, following our directions, following the rubric, an appropriate skeleton for this assignment, and then discuss with 5 other students, hey, I like this, work on this. Hey, you don't have a source in there. There's no source number 2. Where's your sources? Sources are supposed to be in the body of the speech, not down at the very end. It's not a bibliography. You're just sharing with us. And we do with sources like we talked about last week. Some of y'all missed this. Some of you missed it. We don't talk about sources as links or URLs. We talk about sources as in a person who wrote an article from a certain website or a book. Outlines of your presentations. Written assignment 4, discuss with 5. Can't wait to see what y'all come up with. Bye.